Most local business owners lose 80 to 90% of their viewers in just the first 3 seconds alone, before their video even has a chance. And if your videos aren't getting traction, it's probably not the algorithm. It's probably your hook. But the good news is that there are only 4 major reasons that your hooks aren't working. And once you fix them, you'll finally start getting the visibility that your expertise deserves, for both your organic posts and the ads that you're putting money behind. I'm Cole from Meger Media, based right here in Collin County, Texas. And in this video, I'm gonna break down the 4 biggest hook mistakes with real examples that you can start using today. So you can stop the scroll, qualify the right viewers, and turn those views into real attention from local customers. Now, if you want your videos to perform better, the single fastest lever that you can pull is to level up your hooks. This one skill gives you a crucial boost to both organic reach and paid ad performance. Over the past 7 years, between my own content and helping other local service business owners, I've studied thousands of videos, made thousands of videos of my own, and generated over 400 million views for myself and my clients. And here's what I've learned. If your hooks aren't working, it usually comes down to one or more of these 4 mistakes. Fix them and you'll see an immediate difference in your views, watch time, and local engagement. And if you're already running ads, you'll be able to stretch your budget so much further and make sure that the right people are seeing your content and sticking around. So let's dig in. Mistake number 1, delay. This is the easiest one to fix by far, but it's also the most common that I see among most local business owners and new content creators. And it kills your video in the first couple seconds. Delay is when you take too long to make it clear what your video is about. Now, here's a pretty common example of delay. Hey guys, it's Cole here, and I was just here at the office again, and something came up earlier this week, and I kind of just wanted to share it with you. Already lost you. Sounds boring, speaks to nobody specific, and you have zero clue what's coming next. So you're gonna keep scrolling. Instead, move to the main point of your video in the very first line. That's called speed to value. So here's a better example. If you own a Plano service business, here are 3 ways to get more local leads without burning money on ineffective ads. See, in that second example, you instantly know who it's for, what it's about, and why you should care. It also qualifies and disqualifies viewers, so that only the right people are sticking around for the rest of your content. And here's why it matters for ads. If a viewer engages or watches past 3 to 5 seconds, or even the whole thing, Meta tracks it. And then you can later use that data to retarget those exact people, or even build lookalike audiences based around their profiles, buyer and consumer behaviors later with your offers, which makes your ad spend so much more efficient. Which brings us to mistake number 2, confusion. And confusion is when the viewer can't clearly understand what you're saying because the wording is either too complex, too long, or just jumbled. An example of a confusing hook would be something like, "These guys built $30 million empires, and their pathway to online earnings was the most complex thing to master without journaling and habits similar to theirs." That's a mouthful and really doesn't mean anything. So instead, say something like, "These guys built a $30 million business, and their secret was one simple daily journaling habit." Short sentences, simple words, and an active voice. Think about it this way. If a 6th grader can't understand it, you need to rewrite it. And this is even more critical in paid ads, because if you're gonna be spending money, hundreds or even thousands, and for big businesses, tens of thousands of dollars on a single ad, you need to make sure that it's only getting in front of your ideal audience, and that you're tracking and leveraging the data that you're collecting from that for those type of viewers, because you want zero friction in the comprehension. Confusion costs money, and clarity saves it. Mistake number 3, irrelevance. So by now you've cut the delay and cleared up any confusion. And your next mistake is probably that your hook, it just doesn't feel like it's for them, which is okay if it's not for them. But if you're trying to reach a certain type of buyer, well, then we need to fix it. And we can do that by speaking directly to your viewer by using you or your, or even calling out the ideal customer profile by name. And another subtle but very effective way to do this is by tying the topic of the video in the opening statement to a pain point that they care about right now. So an example of a bad way to do that would be something like, I've struggled with bookings and getting clients each month. Now, a much more effective way to do something like that would be to call them out directly. If you're a Plano plumber and you've ever struggled to fill out your client calendar each month, see how much more effective that is? Because in ads, that's a non-negotiable. You're paying to be seen. So you need to make sure that the creative and the messaging behind it instantly reaches the right people so that they know it's relevant for them. That way, you're not wasting budget on people who are never gonna become customers anyway. Mistake number 4, disinterest. Sometimes your hook is clear, relevant, and on topic, but it just doesn't spark enough curiosity to make them keep watching. The fix? Create contrast. Show the gap between what they think they know and the better alternative that will actually help them reach their goals. Hint at a result that they want, but they just don't have yet. An example would be, most local businesses waste 80% of their ad spend, but there's a 3-step targeting tweak that can actually cut your results in half. See, that's a curiosity loop. You've highlighted a painful problem and hinted at a unique solution, but they have to stick around to hear it. And in ads, curiosity isn't just for entertainment. It drives engagement signals that lower your CPMs and help the algorithm serve your content to more and more of those right people. And again, you can use this data that Meta is tracking to then build either lookalike audiences that signal to the algorithm to send your content to more people like them, or to those exact people that watched 30%, 50%, or even 95% of your ad to know that you're reaching only the people that are the lowest hanging fruit and the most ripe buyers that are interested exactly in what you have to offer. So here's your recap. The 4 mistakes that will kill your hooks are, number 1, delay, taking too long to get to the point. Number 2, confusion, making your message hard to understand. Number 3, irrelevance, talking about you instead of them. And number 4, disinterest, failing to spark curiosity. If you fix these 4 mistakes, your organic content gets a lot more reach and your ads get cheaper and cheaper, and the right people start seeing your business everywhere. Because whether you're posting for free or paying to promote locally, your hook is the front door to your content. And if you get it right, you don't just get views, you get real local attention from the people most likely to call, book, and buy. Now, if you want to start using hooks just like these in your own content to promote your own local service business, don't forget to check out the resource below, where I have my viral hooks cheat sheet that uses proven hook formulas and frameworks that help you reach your ideal buyers with your content. If that video was helpful, follow me on Instagram and YouTube at Meger Media, and sign up for my school community where I teach more info just like this for local service-based businesses down in the description below.